We are in the closet. I have been busy unpacking clothes and I'm not 100% done yet. I still have some pieces that are in the game room. Pieces? Why am I lying? I have boxes still that are in the game room that I have to unpack and still like put some more things in here. I do still have room. I have not utilized every bit of space in the closet that is behind here yet, but we're getting to it in this vlog. This room is going to come together even more because I have ordered a few more pieces for in here. I've ordered an area rug, I've ordered 2 chairs, I've ordered a shelving unit that's supposed to house my bags. And then after I get all of that set up, oh, and also I've ordered another full body mirror. So this one that I have over here is not staying, it's going back downstairs to the living room. That's kind of like where we're at. I do have all of that coming, I want to say within this next week. So after that comes, then we'll be able to figure out where I'm going to store my shoes and how it's going to like really fit into this room. So that is a little bit of what is going to be going on in this video. I do also have some things coming from my master bedroom to finish that up. If you guys have not seen that video, definitely check it out. I will have it linked in the description box. But the thing about having a house is the decorating portion of events. When I would think about, you know, how I would decorate when buying a house, I always thought it would just immediately come together for me. I didn't really anticipate how indecisive I would be and just all of the different things to consider when it comes to decorating a house. And so when I had the opportunity to take some classes on Skillshare that had everything to do with interior decorating and design, I thought this is like absolutely perfect because these are all things that I feel like add to the quality of my life and the way that I move and do things. Because the thing about Skillshare and what makes it such a unique platform is the plethora of classes that are available on there. I think the amount of classes that Skillshare has and the wide range of the different categories is what makes Skillshare such a unique platform. And the classes range depending on your skill level from beginner to advanced. So it doesn't matter if you're just starting out on trying to learn something new. There are classes that accommodate whether you are just starting out and learning or if you already have some skills, maybe you're a little bit more advanced in that category. There's still going to be a class on there that you can take that will add to the skills that you already have. I've said this before, but the coolest thing to me about Skillshare is that it is a platform that is created by creatives for creatives, so they get it. They get how the creative mind works. They get how creative minds learn. Another thing that I like about learning on the Skillshare platform is that they have a learn by doing approach. So it's very hands-on. And for me, I am a hands-on learner. I like to learn by actually doing it versus being told how to do it. So I do like the way that they set up their classes for success in that way. The first 500 people to use my link will receive a 1-month trial of Skillshare. So I will have that linked in the description box. I'll have the comment pinned in the comments in case you are interested, and I will put some of the classes that I am interested in, some of the ones that I'm taking, so that if you want to take a class with me, you can definitely take it with me and we can learn together. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this portion of the video. You are absolutely a lifesaver because these skills that we're learning, they are definitely transferable skills. So let's get into this week's vlog. We have a lot to do this week, and I do have some things that I've recently gotten that I am going to show you guys. And I really do want to go through my closet and kind of how I am setting everything up. I really wanted to like show you guys me unpacking the boxes and getting everything together, but y'all, it was just not gonna work out that way because it was a lot, okay? And we're still not even done. So what I am doing is I have all of my skirts and trousers so far right here. I have quite a bit of space here left because I still have some of these things that I need to unpack. I'm not even done. Like, that's what I'm going to try to do. Not today. Maybe we'll get to that tomorrow, but that's what I'm doing. And then right here, I have all of my like beaded and sequin and embellished items because it just looks really pretty when they're all together. And then right here, I have like all of my this isn't all of them, but this is my dresses. I have a lot of room in here as well to add more because I do know I have more in the boxes. And then over here, put you guys right here. Over here, we have button-ups. Okay, this is the men's button-ups, like the 100% cotton, like suit style, like button-ups. And then it goes into all of my printed and silk button-ups, you guys know I love a good silk blouse. So we have the whole entire silk blouse collection right here. And then I have right here all of my sets. So anything that I own that has a top and a bottom that has a set, it's right here. Again, I don't believe this is everything, but this is where everything I've unpacked so far is going. And then right here we have just like regular tops, short sleeve tops, tank tops, tube tops. Only a few long sleeve tops, because for the most part, all of my long sleeve tops are blouses and button-ups, so those are up here. But just like a few that I have. Actually, this one right here doesn't actually need to go down there. It could actually go. Why is this one over here? I feel like we need to do some re-maneuvering around. As a matter of fact, let's just do that right now, because all of my white button-ups should be right here. Let's put this. See, this is the thing, like when you're doing stuff like this and you have tops that have prints, you kind of have to like match the prints up so that they still kind of go together at the end of the day. Now I do have some grays and blues like right here, and this to me is like the grayish blues. And now that I'm looking at it, this is 100% gray. These are blues, and I feel like these can go right here. So that's kind of like how I like to do it. There's more blues right here, so I think I'll move these and leave that, because that looks a little bit better that way. And then I'll move these right here. So this is gonna definitely clash a little bit. See, these two right here are just like throwing it off for me, but it still needs to go over here because it is blue. Maybe if I put it right here. It's not really giving right there, but that is the struggle. So I think because the green in this sleeve is more noticeable, I'll put this right here because it'll kind of blend in a little bit right there. And then for now, I'm just gonna leave that one right there. Can't get it all perfect. And I'm pretty sure I'll readjust this because I still have more things to unpack. So I like to kind of keep things as color coordinated as possible. And then for jeans, as you guys can see, everything is stacked up for now right here. My goal is to move this mirror, and I want to put some type of shelving unit right here. And the thing that I'm trying to determine right now is if we're gonna do shoes right here, or if I'm going to get a shelving unit and just put all the jeans right here. Aesthetics in mind, I think the jeans will look better here because it just kind of like flows, and then I'm gonna have denim shorts hanging from the rack up here. So I really think jeans are gonna go right here, and I will probably just end up trying to line up shoes down here. I may even get some two-tiered shoe racks so that I could put it underneath in the spaces that will fit and just like put shoes in. We'll just have to figure it out because it's a lot trying to figure out how to fit everything. And then right here, I brought up my little container. This has all of my belts in it. The mirror that I ordered is actually gonna stand right here, and you know, it'll be the kind of mirror that I can kind of move around the room. That's kind of like where we're at. I do want to get some more bottles and things like that for my mini fridge. Not today, maybe tomorrow, but that's kind of like in the plans. So yeah, that is the update. Let me move myself back here. The sun just keeps coming in and out behind the clouds, but that's kind of like the update so far. It's still very much a work in progress. If you could just see what this looks like, let me just show you. Let's just be a little transparent here. You can kind of see that's a box of like winter clothes that's gonna go. One box is stuff for my sister, and then I have like ring light, my phone tripod, my bag, a few bags that I brought up here, but I need to bring all the rest. And right here and here is where I'm gonna put the chairs that I ordered. I can't wait for those to get in here and I can see how that looks. But I got 2 chairs because with 2 chairs, it's a little bit easier for me to kind of like move things around if I need to film. And that's kind of the main reason I did not want to put an island in here, because it's harder to move something like that around. I just needed the space to be very usable for filming and outfit videos, because I do plan on getting back on the fashion game. Listen, the fashion girl has been gone too long from the fashion world. We need to get back on the fashion and styling game, because you know, I just feel like I have a perspective, a unique perspective when it comes to fashion that's missing. And I want to get back out there and kind of like give you guys some more interesting outfits to look at that don't look like everybody else. So this is the plan. I'm going to end it right here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, because I think I'm going to try to go to Bible study tonight. I've been going to a church out here since the end of January, and I have not joined yet because we're still dating, you know? And so me and my husband have been going. My husband really loves the church. My kids love the church. And I just wanted to kind of like give it some time. I want to try out a Bible study. What? I tell you, the squirrels out here in Texas are different. They're very different. But yeah, I don't want to join a church before I have a chance to try the Bible study. And Bible study at this particular church is on Wednesdays. It's literally going down the front walkway, almost as if it's going up to the front door of a house. That's quite insane. Actually, let me tell you a funny story. So I have bird food, like bird seeds, in my backyard, but squirrels also like it as well. And I remember one particular day, the squirrels and the birds had eaten up all the food, and a squirrel came in the yard looking for food, and it literally came to my window where my bedroom was, looked in my bedroom from the ledge like it's trying to see where I'm at, like, hey, you need to refill this food out here. It was the most ironic, crazy thing, and I went out and gave it more food. So yeah, so that's that is the update. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. It'll be seconds for you. It might be a day or two for me. Good morning. Today, the bookcase for the closet came. That's what we're going to be putting together. It is so heavy that I actually have to open the box and take the pieces upstairs one by one. So I'm going to open the box, kind of see how much there is in there. I'm going to show you guys how big this box is. Actually, it's like quite insane. This is the box, and let me show you what it's supposed to look like. That's what it's supposed to look like right there. It's black, and it has like a light wood inside, and some of the accessories like the rug and the chairs and things that I got to go in that room match this. So we're going to take this apart and see how quickly I can get it together. I feel like I've just been putting together so much furniture. I'm like low-key over it, but at this point I feel like a pro. So let's crack this box open. I also have the mirror that's supposed to go in there. I do feel like the mirror might be a little bit too narrow, so I might return it and get the bigger version of it, but I want to get everything in the room first to kind of see, to make sure that I actually have room for a bigger mirror. That's the update. We're going to crack this open. I need to see, I have my carpet shampooer right there, the new vacuum I just got because of how I had to clean up the floors. But I just feel like there's boxes everywhere. We have fans, we have a chair that I need to put together, we have the mirror, we have the like, it's just so much. It's like that annoying phase, like when you're redoing rooms, everything gets really messy again before it can become neat. I thought we were kind of like done with the junk when I finished the master and the closet, but now we have like more junk everywhere. So this weekend, I'm definitely going to have to crack down and clear out some of these spaces, because I also have right here more boxes, and these actually have some of the antiques that I got from my uncle's shop, like the candelabras, a couple like lamps and things like that. And I do need those things to decorate. Like some of those things are gonna go in our bedroom, so I do need to like open these things. There's a candelabra that would go perfect on my fireplace that I just keep forgetting to like unpack. So it's like a little bit of a mess. I'm gonna have to crack down and get to work, because I definitely am I'm overly stimulated by seeing all of these boxes everywhere. So it's time to get to work.
Yeah. Sunday morning, I know I'm blessed, keep the family tight. I love my brothers and sisters, I'm glad we share this life. In holiness, nobody's perfect, but we serve in Christ. And learn to love each other daily, yeah, you heard it right. I turn the other cheek, no matter if you hurt me twice. My father told me knock the devil out and bring the words of life. And leave no room for bitterness, that's how you learn to fight. The real battle, you should know forgiveness breaks the hurdles like. I close my eyes and see how God redeemed my life from sin. Where I was at is dangerous, he took me out the lion's den. On the road to Zion, bumping Lauryn Hill if I could sing. I do it like Aretha on Amazing Grace, invite the king. No matter what the world does, I get in line with him. Submitting to his will and nature, to the Lord and I ain't sink. It's perseverance daily, serve my God until my final blink. My people counting on me, use my talents to inspire them. But my sins got me questioning my salvation. Like, am I really safe or did I master manipulation? My actions don't match my faith. I was walking through Central Station on my way to church, ignoring the man that asked for changes. Obvious I'm a stranger to living like Christ. The danger of trying to fit in with the society, it'll change you. And this ain't nothing new, homie, where I'm from is cruel. They hate you if you speaking sense, they don't love the truth. My destiny coming closer, can't get too comfortable. I'm sorry, but I chose to follow God, I cannot run with you. I'm too blessed, I got everything I pray for. But even if I wouldn't, God is still good, I'm thankful. They used to doubt me, now I'm everywhere they said I can't go. Jesus freed the slaves in real life, this ain't Django. Dive into the beat, trust the Father, let the pain go. Sophisticated in my artistry, I feel like Van Gogh. But this is sweet for your ears, Luther Vandross, composing gospel music that can resurrect the dead soul. They thought I'd give them 16, but I just go off and show them that I really do this. Prove to you I'm Mozart, but black on both sides.
This is the first round of bags. Let me show you. See this? I had to go in my closet and get all the bags, but because I didn't want to make 1,000 trips up the stairs, I had to put it all in my laundry basket. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these out. I still have a whole nother load of bags downstairs. These are like all of my designer bags, and then we're gonna try to figure out how they're gonna fit on this shelf. Here is my thing. Let's talk about my thing when I get back. Hold on one second. Okay. We still have one more trip, but after that one, I think we'll be done, and then we can start. This isn't gonna fit in there, God. Now this is not gonna fit in there. I can already tell right now, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna figure it out. That's the goal. Now we figure it out. Here's my plan. My plan is I care more about functionality than beauty in this instance. So we're not going to be doing this whole thing where we waste a lot of space trying to display bags like this. No. We're going to put them in here like a filing system, if you will, and try to fit them all. I just need to kind of like organize them by size, because I have big bags, small bags, medium bags. That way I can figure out where each one is going to go. So I'm going to sort first, and then I'll put them up, and then once I get them put up, I'll kind of show you guys where we land.
Coming at you live from the secret place, representing that DNA click. You already know what it is. Yeah. Observing this life, I'm staring out the windows of my soul. I'm analyzing the monumental work of God. Is complicated to keep it simple. I feel blessed reflecting on everything I've been through. Hey, this the moment that they all been waiting for. Jazz sanctified on the microphone, this my sacred flow. I'm dropping gems, every bar's inspirational. Get away from lies of the devil, he trying to take your soul. But I ain't scared no more, I'm covered by the blood of Christ. To be a faithful servant of the Lord is all I want in life. My voice voice cracks the pavement, raw sounds like when thunder strikes. Every time I'm on the mic, it's cozy like summer nights. And we was never asking for handouts. You best believe in every room I step in, I stand out. My words like a weapon, shoot through 'em, I spaz out. I'm nothing like these rappers at all, you understand now? I represent the type of pain that make a thug cry. Jesus got my back, I focus on the things above. Why would I even stress it when God's timing is perfect? I'm saved by his grace, but for real I don't deserve it. I feel as if I'm worthless, but still he gave me purpose. I got everything I need in this life beneath the surface. Tears floating down my face during Sunday service. I'm amazed by his grace, man, I'm just a servant. Hey, this that blessed music, church choir, black music. I ain't with that talking, I'm about that action, so let's do it. Let's get it poppin', we moving just like the mobsters. DNA, family ties, this ain't music, I preach the gospel. Yo, I remember me and Michael on the top floor, overlooking the city, just plotting, wanting a lot more. I'm thankful for my life, I could've been dead twice. The type of stuff that we was doing should've got us jail nights. We was on the corner sipping Henny next to red lights. Yo, I was down bad, but got delivered when I met Christ. DNA jacket, homie, this design limited. If you a child of God, your opportunities are limitless. Influence rap culture like Dilla did. You getting this? I know the author of my life is faithful, he gon' finish it. The tables turn, now I'm no longer eating the sinner's dish. Evolve every day, how I'm flourishing is ridiculous. My story filled with pain, but God's glory's revealed in it. I serve a holy God, just a glimpse of his face can heal the sick. I know his facts, wrote this track to sharpen my pen. Soulful rap, my flow's the best, but the glory belongs to him. Don't sweat the technique like Rakim, I'm that deep in tune with my craft and my God, boy, I connect sweet. Spots in the music on the block, starting movements with the homies, slowly climbing to the top, boy, I do this, yeah.
Say it with me. Dear Lord Jesus, I realize I'm a sinner. I repent for my sins. And right this moment.
The rug came. Ooh, y'all crooked. You guys are so crooked. There we go. Okay, the rug came. So we need to open this and, you know, do that. But I need to clear this floor space. I really hope I got the right size. I'm kind of nervous that, I don't know. I don't know if I got the right size or not. Still have quite a few bags over here, so we're gonna have to figure out, oh, I know where I could put these. My chest that's in the back of my car is supposed to go in here for situations such as this. Okay, cool, so that's a problem solved. Just so you guys could see, that's the pile of bags we still have, and they're all like bags like this size. I really, really hope I like this. Moment of truth, guys, moment of truth. Okay. Straighten this out a little bit. I think I like it. Okay, we still have 2 chairs, so I think this is gonna work. And then I have the chest that kind of goes here in the middle, and then I do have shelving that I need to get right there, and I have a mirror downstairs that I'm trying to still decide. Let me get away from the light so it's not so blown out. I'm still trying to decide if I need to get the bigger mirror. TBD. Just got back from Sam's Club and I have some drinks to restock my mini fridge, so restock my mini fridge with me. Let's talk about what I actually got to go in here. So first things first, this is a childhood thing for me. The Clearly Canadian. I used to drink these all the time as a kid, and I actually love these. They're not always the easiest to find, like all the flavors, so whenever I see them, I always have to get one for nostalgia's sake. The next thing I got was the Bloom energy drinks, and I got the variety pack, so I'm gonna have those in here as well. And then I have the multi-pack of the Olipop with, I like all these flavors. Strawberry vanilla is my favorite flavor, and then after that fruit punch, but I do like the cream soda and I like the grape as well. So we're gonna go ahead and fill that up, and I'm gonna put the Clearly Canadians on this side because I'm not putting wine. So yeah, let's load this up. And then in the fridge side, because I can still kind of use that like a fridge, I have the equivalent to an adult charcuterie Lunchable. And I get these things from Sam's Club that have nuts and dried fruit, cheese, and then I have these turkey jerkies, which, I mean, it's like a mini adult Lunchable giving charcuterie though, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put these in here as well. I want to try one of these, but definitely not the bloom, because I don't want to be like amped. It's the evening time, I'm ready to go to bed, so I want to try the blackberry. Do I want to let it cool down for a little bit? I'll try it and then I'll put it back in there to cool. But this is actually one of my favorite flavors, the mountain blackberry. I hope it's not. Ooh. Come on, let's behave. It just takes me back every single time to elementary school. And they're so like fizzy that it starts fizzing up in your mouth when you drink it. Anyway, I'm about to put this back in there so it could get cold because I really like these cold. But what else do I have to do today? I need to figure out what I'm gonna put on top of here that is pretty, because I don't want to have the jewelry box on top of here. I just am not really a fan of how that looks. I'm gonna have to figure out a different area for the jewelry box. Maybe the jewelry box will go on top of the chest. I don't know. My husband did take the chest out of my car, and I don't want to bring it up here yet because I plan on painting that something really cool. So I'm gonna leave that in the garage for now. Maybe over the weekend I'll paint it and like let it dry, but we'll see, because there's other things that I actually really need to do as well, like put together my vanity, which came, and I think my chair to the vanity is actually supposed to come, is it tomorrow? Where did I order the chair from? Everything that I ordered I will have linked in the description box if you guys are interested. But I've been ordering things from Amazon and Wayfair. Okay, so I got the chair from Amazon. It'll arrive, oh, it's not even gonna get here till Tuesday. So I think I'll put together the vanity anyway, but yeah, it's not getting here until Tuesday. So it won't really be usable until Tuesday. And then I need to figure out this mirror situation. I think that I'm gonna just go ahead and order the bigger mirror and return the smaller one, because I really do think the bigger mirror will fit in here. So I'd rather have the bigger mirror. I just think it'll look better. And the mirror is shaped like this, like in a upside down like U shape. It has that curved shape to it, and it's black as well. So I do like the fact that it mirrors the shelving that's already in the room. And then I do need to figure out what shelving is gonna go right here, so I have to look into that as well. We'll see. I just really want to get this room done so I can start filming in here already. And then the bedroom is more or less coming together. It just needs finishing touches, but we're getting there. I think after the vanity comes the chair, my husband's nightstand. It'll be like 80% done, and then we just need to figure out art on the wall, plants, whether we're doing 2 chairs or 1. It's starting to look more like 2 chairs, but I'm just gonna be very mindful about the size of the chairs and like what kind of chairs I get. So we'll see. The chairs that I'm getting for this room, actually that style of chair could look really good in our master. So I think when the chairs come, I'm going to potentially test them out in the master to see if that is the dimensions that we should get, and then kind of like go from there. But yeah, other than that, I think that is all I have for you guys tonight, because I need to make my brain flatline and try to find like a show or something. I've had such a hard time focusing on certain things. I feel like my brain needs a high level of stimulation in order to stay engaged, and I swear, like, a lot of things are just like losing me before we ever even start, because I need to be intellectually engaged. So I'm trying to find a book that can do that for me. I haven't been able to find one. I have not been successful at it, but we're gonna try. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll put together the vanity and go get some art supplies. Good evening. So I had quite a day out just running errands, and the crazy thing about it is I debated with myself about vlogging, but honestly it was nice to just not vlog and just worry about being in the moment. So I didn't vlog at all, but I do want to show you guys what I got. I have been kind of like going back and forth over what I should put over the mini fridge. I'm going to show you guys. So right here I kind of removed, I did remove the jewelry box that I had on top, because I just don't want to have that up here. I don't really love the way that it looks. So instead I went to At Home and got a couple things for this. I got this wicker basket. I felt like that looks very pretty on top of here. So I'm actually going to do the wicker basket. I have this, where is it? Did I bring it up here? I have like a little to-do note board thing or whatever that I'm gonna put actually behind the door. But I did also go to Marshall's and I got a candle warmer that I'm going to put in here, because I just want like a fragrance or something. I'm gonna put some things on here. Let me give you a little bit more of a close-up view. This is the candle warmer that I got. I am going to have some other things up here. I'm not taking the tag off yet because I just want to make sure that I'm actually going to keep it. But I have the candle warmer here. I got a candle that I'm actually going to put up here. And then I think I'm going to put a couple shelves above here to kind of like add some storage. I'm just debating on if I want black or gold, but I think I'm leaning more towards black. Let me get some of the other stuff that I want to put up here so I can show you guys. 1 second. So I have these candles that I got sent from Volupspa. I love this. First of all, this is one of my favorite brands when it comes to candles, because they're so fragrant, potent. They have like such a lasting power, and what is projection? That's the word I'm looking for. So I have 3 different scents. I have Santal Vanille, this one right here. And then I have Baltic Amber, which is this one right here. And then this one just is like such a perfect candle to have in my house, being a California girl who just moved to Texas. And this one is called California Summers. Now this one I feel like is too big to go under my candle warmer. So what I think I'm going to do is do the Santal Vanille, because I feel like this one is a perfect one to go under the candle warmer. It just smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So I want to undo this because there is a plug behind here that I can plug this in. Oh, cute. I didn't realize it had this little dial thing on it. That'll be cute. Make it smell real nice in here. So I hope this isn't gonna be too difficult to get to the plug. Now let's turn it on. Cute, so cute. Okay, and then I actually think I'm going to end up putting this one in my bedroom, so you guys will see that. And then I'm going to put the Baltic Amber in my downstairs bathroom, because I also have another candle warmer that I bought, and I'm going to put this one down there in the bathroom because I think that one would be a really good scent for that. These are the candles that I got. I'll link them down below. Like I said, they're very potent, and the lasting power is just top tier. And then I also got some earrings, this set of 7, because right here I had to take out that earring and I need a replacement. I actually want to replace my second and my third hole, so I'm going to use these to replace. I probably will do, I like the way that they match, so I'm probably going to do these 2 chain ones right here and then these dangling ones right here for my second and third holes. So I'll show you guys that when I do it. Let's see what it looks like with no lights on here. I'm just curious. Oh my gosh, how cute and ambient. I like that. Not bad. Then I went to the thrift store. So I have one more thing to show you from Home Goods. This is going to, I think, go downstairs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to put this downstairs, but it's one of those match situations because I have tons of candles downstairs, and because I'm mainly using the wax warmer for this one up here, I don't need to have this one up here. So I'm going to take this one and put it downstairs, maybe even add it to my decorative bookshelf, because I already have matchsticks on my coffee table in a vintage cigarette case, which I can show you guys that a little bit later. So I'm not going to put this up here. And then I got this little rattan box for $3.29. Such a good price, and I'm going to actually slide this either under the clothing or just put it somewhere else. I actually even considered putting it underneath here, but I don't think it's gonna work now that I'm looking at the size. So I think what I'm gonna actually end up doing is taking this and sliding it under the clothing racks just to be able to hold some additional things. I think this is good for like scarves and hats and maybe extra jewelry, things like that that may not fit in the jewelry box. We'll see. But yeah, this is kind of like, where am I gonna put this? We're gonna figure it out, but I like the texture and everything, and I think it goes with the situation that I'm trying to create here. So I'm gonna just stick this under one of the clothing racks for now. And then also at the thrift, I got some throw pillows, which typically I'm not like a throw pillow person from the thrift store, but these were in really good condition. They were very expensive retail. I could tell because some of the ones I got were like wool, silk, things like that. So what I'm about to do is take them and throw them in the wash and then use them, because I was looking for pillows for my couch to add some texture. I only got 2 pillows and I will be adding more, but I just wanted to get like a couple. So I found these, I got these, I'm gonna wash them. And then what else did I get? I got trash cans, because we need a trash can for the kitchen, and we need a trash can for the guest bathroom, so I got that. I got a shelving unit for behind my couch when you first go into the living room, so that I can move the coffee table that's right there. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe put that together tonight, I'm not sure. And then obviously I have my vanity, which needs to be put together for my bedroom. So lots of things to put together, lots of home decor updates. But we just had crab boil and cocktails, and it's giving, I'm kind of tired and ready to go to bed. I'm tired and ready to go to bed. I had sake, and sake can be kind of strong. I did not account for how strong it was going to be, and this is why I don't drink often, because it doesn't agree with my body. It really doesn't. I've had enough cocktail hour and crab for tonight, so if I have it within me, I don't have it within me. Who am I kidding? I don't have it within me to put together that shelving unit. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. We have a lot to put together tomorrow, and then we're gonna get dressed for the first time in a minute out of this closet, because I am going to a early dinner, late lunch with an old friend of mine from high school. Yeah, I'm done for today. I'm done for today, guys. I'm so done. Oh my gosh, I forgot to show you guys one more thing. So I went to Barnes & Noble today to just kind of like look around, get some magazines. At the beginning of the month, I like to go to Barnes & Noble and get like new magazines. So I'm gonna show you the ones that I got. So first of all, I got this one for my husband. As soon as I saw this one was out, I knew he would love it. So I went ahead and got that for him. It's the ESPN Kobe Bryant edition, just all about his life. And I know that my husband loves stuff like this. Kobe Bryant is one of his favorites basketball players, so when I saw that, I had to get that for him. And then I got 3 other magazines. I got the Vogue British edition right here. I do like to get the Vogue British edition because there's typically different things in there. And this one, really like pulled me in because it is titled The Ultimate Vintage Issue, and you guys know how I feel about vintage. So there are like photos in here and a lot of things about like the vintage era of things. And then I got the Met issue. This one actually had, that I know of, a couple different covers, and so I got the cover with Pharrell on it, and I think this will be really cool. I'm gonna actually set these either in, well, I don't know if they're gonna go in here in my living room. I might keep them in here, we'll see. But yeah, I wanted to get this edition just because of the theme of the Met Gala this year. I just think it's really cool. And then I got this other one that is called, I don't know what this one is called, but this one had the art newspaper with this. Let me open it so you guys can see. This is the magazine right here. It's in French for sure, but because her head is covering the words, I can't tell you what the name of this magazine is, because this is actually my first time seeing this magazine. It just really like tugged at me, but I think it's really cool. It's like a lot of like fashion photos and home decor and things like that in it. And then the thing that really got me to want to get this magazine is that it came with the art newspaper with it, and you guys know I love art, so I thought this would be really, really cool. I'm actually going to take this and put it downstairs in my living room for sure. And this one is just all about different art museums and things like that. I love this. I love this so much. Yeah, very interesting, and I will actually read it. So it came with this one, and then it also had this other one in here, which probably belong, well, no, they were separately. This one is Visitor Figures 2024 Special Report, Art Museum Attendance Worldwide. So it has that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, very interesting. I remember I used to actually work at Barnes & Noble when I was younger. I was a young mom. I was going to school full-time. I had 2 jobs. One was at Barnes & Noble, one was at Pier 1 Imports, and I was a mom to a 4-year-old at the time. And then I was pregnant with my son, Chris, and that's when I worked at Barnes & Noble. So something about walking into Barnes & Noble is so nostalgic for me, but also it's the smell. Like the smell of being in Barnes & Noble is nostalgic for me. And when I was younger, whenever I would have like a bad day, and I just was not feeling my best, I used to go to Barnes & Noble, get a Starbucks, get a book, and it would literally take my mind off of everything because I loved to read when I was younger. I have not been able to like read and like really have my focus held within a book for some years now, and I'm really trying to work on that, because obviously I read my Bible. That's fairly easy for me to focus on, but like when it comes to fiction, I have not been able to read a book and get through a book in a few years now. So I do love getting magazines and things like that, and I am going to actually keep these in here, probably in this basket, but I am going to put these downstairs. I think this would be really cool for like coffee table decor, just because of what it is. And yeah, so I'm gonna put this in my living room where my coffee table decor is, and just kind of like wind down for the rest of the night. I'm getting so tired, and it actually is fairly late because we were gone for a long time doing all of this stuff. So I definitely don't think, yeah, if I'm being realistic, I'm not putting that bookshelf together today, but I am gonna do it potentially tomorrow. I'm getting up to go to church tomorrow, and then I'm going to lunch with my friend. So maybe when I get back from lunch with my friend, I'll have time to kind of like put it together, and it's gonna go behind my couch on the side. So I can't wait to get that together and show you guys. And then I do need to open up the boxes of decor that I have down there, because I really want to like just clear all the boxes out of my living room. My brother is coming into town on Monday. I'm picking him up from the airport, so he's coming out here to hang out with me and my parents for a week. So I kind of like want all of that stuff done before he gets here, because I know me, and I'm going to be busy running around showing him around town, and I'm not really going to want to work or film that much. So I'm trying to get my work done ahead of time so that I'm not split between 2 things while he's here. So yeah, that is it for real this time. I'm gonna go ahead and put these magazines up here and put this downstairs, and then check in with you guys tomorrow. I'll show you guys my outfit because I have some really cute shoes that I'm gonna wear to lunch with my friend, and I think that, let me show them to you. Actually, they're right here. I feel like, I don't know if I showed you guys these or not. Maybe I intended to or did already, but if I did, then I'm sorry, I'm showing them to you again. But I got these shoes from Burberry, and I'm looking for these shoes also in another color, but for this color, I'm just obsessed. These shoes, like one of my favorite colors is royal purple. So when I saw these, absolutely had to have them. Look at them. These are so cute. These are so cute. I cannot wait to style these up, and they're so comfortable. So I'm actually going to probably end up wearing these to church tomorrow because I'm not really going to have a lot of time to change before I meet my friend for lunch. And then just like thinking about the bag that would probably go best with this, I have an Amy Kestenberg backpack over there that's really cute that I think would go really well with this. I can already tell like the better option, low-key, but look at that. Such a good match. This is my Amy Kestenberg backpack. I love Amy Kestenberg. She makes some of the best bags. She's so underrated, and I think that this tone goes really well with these shoes, so I might do something like this. Because like this is really easy. The only thing is this is silver hardware. I wear a lot of gold, but I don't mind mixing metals. But I could also do this bag, which actually complements the fur really well. And this is like my Bottega Hobo. I have this in 2 colors, but I really love the purple. So I could do something like this as well. I don't know. If you guys were me, obviously I'm gonna have already made my decision by the time you guys see, but which one would you do? They're both really cute, so we'll figure it out. I'm gonna wear jeans because jeans is just a lot more comfortable. I'm gonna do a black tube top, I believe, that I got from Zara, I think. Now I need to think about this, like, is this appropriate for church? I don't know, like, am I gonna have time to come home and change? If I have time to come home and change, then I'll do like my tube top or halter or something like that. If not, I'm gonna have to figure it out so that I'm dressed appropriately to leave immediately after. These shoes do come in a mustard yellow that I think is so cute, and I have 2 bags that would match the yellow one, so I really am on the hunt for the yellow. I'm tired, I'm crashing so fast. So I just got back from Sunday brunch with my friend. This was my outfit right here. These jeans are from Zara. Top is actually from Zara as well. And then I am wearing my Burberry heels. I'll show you guys the outfit. I'm pretty sure I posted a picture on Instagram, and maybe I even used that picture for the thumbnail for this video. But this is the look right here. Super cute. And then I had on a hat, but I love these. These are so comfortable. I did a little bit of walking, and my feet didn't hurt at all, so definitely will be having these on repeat. There's a few different versions of these that are out. There are the yellow pair with the rose, but they also have some other ones with like straps on it. I think I'm gonna have to get some of those because of how comfortable they are. There's like cushion on it. Love it. So what I'm about to do right now is, hold on, let me push it down a little bit. What I'm about to do right now is go put together my like little shelving thing that I got to go behind my couch. I'm gonna go put that together. And then I also got this for this room. It is a little dry erase board that says work hard, dream harder, and it's magnetic as well. Wait, hold the phone, hold the phone. They overcharged me. I need to see how much I actually paid for this, because it says TK Maxx $16.99, but this says $9.99. I need to look at my receipt and see what I was actually charged. But it came with a marker and magnets. So I think that's really cool because I can actually take like little post-it notes and stickies and things like that and kind of like put it on the board. I'm not sure if I'm going to just like leave it freestanding right here or if I'm going to put it behind the door. I have two thoughts, because if I put it behind the door, then I have to be like more aware of the stuff that I've written on it and if I want it to be like potentially on camera or on film or not, versus if I don't put it on the board, I don't have to think about that. But also when I'm doing like sponsorships and things like that, they normally will send you a brief of different like talking points and things they want you to not forget to mention. So in situations like that, it's definitely easier to just write those on something like this and just like stick the board in front of you as you're doing the integration portion of the video. So I don't know, I'm going to play it by ear, but just I think I'm gonna just like leave it there and kind of see how I feel. You guys, I'm so tired. I'm also debating if I want to go live with you guys right now because it's Sunday and I think it could be fun to go live. I'm trying to like make it more of a habit to go live so that I could talk to you guys in real time. But also I need to do my bookshelf and like get that on film as well. But I don't know, I think I might actually just go live for a little bit. I think that'll be fun. I think we're gonna go live. Let's go live. Make sure you have on your notifications so that when I go live, you guys will see. So I'll see you guys in the live. Okay, I just got off of live with you guys and I said I was gonna go to bed, but I feel like I just want to be a productive human being and put together this shelf. So, ooh, this is heavy. Okay. This, let me see. Okay, you see this? This is a shelf I got that's it's gonna go along that part of the couch, but for the length I need two. So I have another one right here. I'm gonna see how easy this one is to put together. If it's easy, then I'll put both of them together. But then that just means that I need to move this table right here, figure out where it's gonna go. And I think for now, this is gonna go in my office because I actually do have a couch coming for the office soon. So I'll put that as the coffee table in the office and like just let that be that. So let's open this up and see how complicated it is to put together. I feel like this week I really am like Bob the Builder. I've built so many things in this vlog, and I do have to also build my vanity. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna build my vanity in this vlog. I think I'm gonna save that for next week. That way I could put the whole entire area together, my makeup and all of that. I think today, but like this week, for this vlog, we're gonna stick to the closet because my goal is to get that taken care of, so we can start filming our fashion videos again. Okay, how is this? How is this? How is this? Okay, it has to be easy, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's literally 6 pieces. Like that bookcase upstairs in my closet took me less than an hour to put together, and it was actually fairly easy. Like, how hard could this be? This can't be harder than that, right? And I really, really hope I'm not speaking too soon. Oh, the color's perfect. Okay. So the reason I picked this one is because I was trying to match the wood on top of my buffet right here, and I wasn't 100% sure if this was gonna match. I was like really winging it and guessing, but looking at it, it's like looking like a perfect match. Good morning. I'm eating a croissant right now. I finished the shelving system last night. This is what it looks like. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, so this is the bookcase I built, and I wanted it to be low enough not to exceed the back of the couch, but still be able to have things displayed. I'll likely put like a little something here to hold blankets that I keep on the couch, but I just need to go through some of these boxes back here because I do have more books. I just have to find them. So I just put some of the extra books that I had tucked away in the buffet and other areas of the house that I didn't know what to do with because I hadn't had this built yet. But yes, I do need to kind of like work on the decor here, and then I need to figure out what I'm going to put on top, because obviously if you're sitting on the couch, I don't want it to be anything where if you lean back you could accidentally knock it over and break it. So I'm gonna be thinking about that, and I definitely need to get some like plugs that I can run through underneath here, so in case anybody wants to charge their phone or something like that and they're sitting on the couch, there is access to electric over here. So I need to figure that out, and how I'm gonna actually like run that line without it being super visible. But yeah, it came out really good. I love it. I also want to show you guys some of the other things that I thrifted. So this is a very beautiful pillow I thrifted. It's so nice, the material. I could tell this is a very expensive pillow. I did go ahead and disinfect all the pillows that I got. I got 2 more pillows. The other pillow I got is this one right here, and it's such a thick material. I actually know this pillow is originally from H-E-B. It was $60 for one pillow. Crazy, but it's so nice. It's actually wool. I think that's why it was so expensive. And then another pillow I got was this chocolate brown one right here, but I got it because this side right here is real leather. So I like the richness it added to the couch. I still need to get some more pillows. I want to add some color into the throw pillows because of this photo right here. So I want to incorporate that fun and that color into the throw pillows on the couch. So I really do need to like think about this and just, you know, make sure. I would love to keep this pillow here. I just hope that once I finish doing all the pillows, it actually matches. That's kind of like the main thing. But after that, I need to figure out this whole bookshelf situation because all of this stuff on here is not staying. This was all just like stuff I put on here. I mean, I definitely am gonna keep this here, right here, but all of this other stuff is just decor pieces that I put here after I did the bookshelf, just to have somewhere to put it. But I do want to be a little bit more intentional about what I'm putting on there, so I'm gonna redo that, figure it out, and then some of those things might actually go on this like little bookcase thing right here. So figuring that out. My vanity is not something we're gonna put together in this vlog. However, my chairs for my closet room, they're out for delivery. They'll be here today, so we can go ahead and put those up there and kind of wrap up that room. But I do feel like right now I want to go unpack some more of my clothes boxes that are upstairs in the game room and kind of like clear those out. So I think that's what we're gonna do right now because I have a limited amount of time before A, my cousin gets here, and B, my brother gets here. Okay, we might have bitten off a little bit more than we could chew. I'm taking a break, but my bigger mirror just came from Amazon, so I'm gonna bring it into the house and we're gonna put it in the dressing room. And then the chairs are coming today too. I'm so excited. What do we think? It matches the shelf that holds my bags. And I am so glad I sent back the other one, because the other one definitely was not gonna be big enough. This is the exact size I was hoping the other one was. So now all I need to do is clean my fingerprints off of it. It's gonna be perfect for outfit photos. And the view is very aesthetic after I clean up the mess in the background. So now I just need to wait for the chairs, which they should hopefully be coming soon. And yeah, let me show you guys. It's actually cool. It's perfect. Perfect for outfit photos. I am so happy. I'm so happy with this. So now I need to go downstairs and like do other things, because I gotta go get my brother from the airport. So yeah, let's go and we'll finish this room a little bit later. All right, so the chairs came. They're taking up the whole of the living room. Not living room, I'm sorry, entryway. But this is what they look like. I'm gonna try to get these opened and upstairs. I feel like they're already put together in the box, so let's see what we can do. Good morning. Today, I'm probably gonna be hanging out with my parents and my brother, because we picked up my brother from the airport yesterday and we went out to dinner. We had Mexican because it was Cinco de Mayo, and I had a good time. The margaritas at this one particular place over here is really good, but that was my last time. I don't know what it is, like my body is just not responding well to alcohol, so I think she's going on an alcohol cleanse, alcohol fast. We will not be doing cocktails. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be fasting from coffee today as well, because yeah, she needs a little bit of an internal cleanse. We're doing tea. When I went to HEB, I got an assortment of teas to refill my tea bar right here, as you guys can see. There's this one I have not had a chance to try yet, the chocolate Rubios. I want to try that, but I want to mix it with the vanilla caramel chai. So I think that's what we're gonna do today. Instead of coffee, I'm gonna add some cinnamon, and I might even add a little bit of my creamer just to do it English style. Let me put a little bit more water in here. Before I do anything leaving the house, I'm gonna go ahead and do my Bible study. I did my Bible study yesterday, and can I just say, there is, did I put too much water in? I should follow the instructions that says max, right? I don't want to have this thing overflow. See, look at that. Right, it's our human nature to try to find loopholes or not follow the instructions exactly, because we think it's gonna be all right. Okay, there we go. I did my Bible study yesterday, and it was one of those things where I didn't have anything specific that I wanted to go to. However, I feel like God led me to a particular passage because of a question that I thought to myself. And can I just say that it's very interesting, the dangers of not doing your best or giving your best. And follow me here. So I feel like a lot of times when it comes to not only just material things, but as far as like intellectual, emotional things, service, things like that, I feel like God requires certain things of us. And the thing is that anything we have it because God gave it to us, and he only wants a small portion of it back, right? And I feel like even with that small portion, sometimes we could be stingy with it or not give our best. And that essentially is the story of Cain and Abel. You saw Cain and Abel doing the work, right? And Abel gave God his best. That's why his sacrifice was pleasing to him. But Cain kept the best for himself and gave God what he felt like he wanted to give God. I think when it comes to even our talents and our gifts, God gives us certain talents and gifts so that we could share it with the world. God gives us certain knowledge and understanding so that we could share it with the world. But when you try to hoard your gifts, hoard your knowledge and your understanding, and try to keep the best for yourself, you're doing God a disservice. Even when it comes down to when you're working and you're doing a job, you're not really giving your best. It's doing God a disservice. And I actually had a job where towards the end, I was not giving my best because I was just so fed up and tired. And was it the right thing to do? No. But it was definitely an indication that my season there was over. And before you get to the point where you feel like you can't show up and give your best, it's always a good thing to ask God if that means that your season is coming to an end and the grace for you to be in that place is left. That way you can move on to something that is better suited to what you're supposed to be doing at that point in your season in your life. But I will say it was a very good Bible study and really made me think about, for all things, and just different areas of my life, am I giving God my absolute best, or am I shortchanging him? And I think if we're all being honest and, you know, not trying to present and make it seem like we're a certain way, we can all think of different areas in our life where we're not really giving God our best. So my goal is to hone in on the areas where I'm not really giving God my best and make sure that I am giving God my actual best. Also, read the story and think about it. I encourage you to go read the story. Cain was jealous because Abel gave his best when all Cain had to do was give his best too. Sometimes you look at somebody and you get jealous and you're envious of them, all because they're giving God their best, when all you have to do is give God your best too, and not hoard what he's already given you so freely. You know, that is the dangers. And where jealousy stems from a place where you already feel inadequate, like you're not doing as good as you could be. But the thing is there's a lot of things that go behind jealousy, like rejection and childhood trauma and the way that you grew up, because at the root of it all, jealousy is just another form of rejection. When you deal with a lot of the things that you are struggling with at your core, everything else follows. And it's just not fair to take out your frustrations on where you're at on somebody else because you're viewing where they're at, but you're not really understanding the work that they have to put in to get to where they're at. Now, there are people who are lifted high and they've done all the wrong things to get there, but those are idols that always eventually fall. If you want something that's lasting and something that God will sustain, give God your best and he will bless you in return, and focus on what you're supposed to be doing. Stop focusing on the next person's assignment. Focus on your assignment. When you get too caught up focusing on the next person's assignment and how well they're doing their assignment, that's where you get into trouble. That's my little TED talk for today. But I'm trying to do better with my eating, because if you don't know, I was plant-based for 7 years. And then about 2 years ago, maybe a little bit more than 2 years ago, I finally started eating meat again. And then I got to Texas and I started acting ignorant and eating everything. And I feel like my body is rebelling against me because I'm eating things that I really should not be eating. So I think I'm going to go back to no meat during certain portions of time, just because my body responds better when I eat that way. Like, I know how to eat to make sure that I'm not uncomfortable anywhere in my body, and I just be acting, you know, again, ignorant, like I don't know, but I do know better. And so it's time for me to prioritize the health of my body, because when I don't feel my best in my body, I can't give my best. I slack off on the work I'm supposed to be doing because I'm curled up in a ball clutching my stomach because I'm in pain, all because I was not stewarding my body the way that I should and putting the things into it that I know will help it run smoothly. And I don't want to do that. That's just not smart. It's not wisdom. It's not wisdom at all. So we're gonna be working on that, because I definitely want to get back on top of that. And I already know the things to eat. You know, being plant-based for that many years, I know how to make a really good meal that don't need meat. So I will do fish still, but even then I just want to try to stay away from eating so much of what I know my body can only handle in small measures. Yeah, if you find the Bible overwhelming, just pick a few lines to get real deep down in your spirit, and I promise you, It's better to get a few deep down than read a whole chapter and not understood anything that you just read. Can you believe the closet is for the most part done? We still have a couple things, a few finishing touches. Like I do need to get the light switched out because I have a really pretty gold chandelier that's gonna go right there. And then we do have to figure out storage for the bags, the shoes and all of that. But for the most part, it's mostly done and I love it. Tell me your favorite part of the closet, and then we're gonna finish up the master as much as we can next. And then the summer's gonna be spent taking a break and exploring Houston because I have been working and I am tired and I'm ready to relax a little bit and slow down. Anyways, I hope you guys love the closet. I know it doesn't look traditionally like a lot of the other closets you guys may see trending, but this is 100% me. It's what I like. It is a combination of girly fun with some statement, and I really love it. So thank you guys for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video.